So one of the places I like to grab my MPC instruments from is this mpc-samples.com. They do multi-sample instruments, and I have quite a few of them. I want to grab that piano suite, and once you get buy into their packages and different offers they have, then they start getting a little bit cheaper. Some of the bundles. So I have like the first electric keys and I have the second one because I got it pretty discounted. This is the piano suite. I don't have the second version, but they started doing this new thing that's really cool, and it's basically where at first when I used to buy them, I couldn't stand. I like the sound, but I couldn't stand how long they took to load because key groups typically take forever. But the way they got this new thing with this sample, what do they call it? Not sample crate. Let me go into it and I'll show you exactly what it's called. It's called Sample Chains. If you haven't checked that out, it's really good. It actually makes the loading time like a couple seconds to load an instrument. And I'm going to move the camera now so you can see what it sounds like. Now, I don't have that piano suite. I have the first one and it's not set up that way. But I do have the keys, the Rhodes, and you'll see how like in 3.0 you see all the samples here. But like if you go into the edit, they put them all on the same. They got 4 layers. And on those 4 layers, they combine sounds. Now you go too far out and that's the only thing about key groups. You can only go so far down on there. But where I live and play at is fine. I think on the new ones, they said there's 8 layers. So it's pretty incredible. That's 1 layer. There's 2, there's 3. So here's your 4 layers here. They have 8 on the newer ones. Really cool. Let's go back to the main. And they have some free ones on there too. So check them out. One of the free ones that I like, here I'll leave this one up. We'll add another key group. They have drums too, by the way. And the drums are really why I bought into them, is because of the drums. But I'm going to show you one of the free ones. This acoustic guitar is free. Load. So this one you'll see it takes a little time to load because there's like, I think 3 layers to it. But it sounds really good. Not bad. So I think for a steel string acoustic guitar on the MPC that you can use as a key group, it's really sampled nicely. And these sound like they have character to them. They also add in effects. Now this one doesn't have any, but like if we go back to this one, you'll see they use the effects that you have in there. And these are all built-in effects to there and inside each packet or each key group. So I'm going to go and delete some key groups because I don't want to. So let's delete this one too. Okay. So here, here's the drums. They're color coded too on the pads. So the kicks are in red. Snare stuff is all in blue. Toms in pink. Like the hi-hats and the ride. This your basic hi-hat, close hi-hat, open hi-hat, crash. So it's everything you need in there already put together, and it's sample layers of good stuff. So look at there, you got 4 layers of sounds for your drums, so you don't have to go in and do it. I'm sure they'll update this someday. I think the new one has 8. It's called 1977 Live Kit or something like that. I haven't bought that one yet. It is something that I'm probably going to get because once you buy into their stuff, they give you kind of a little discount when you buy the newer stuff. So it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of worth it. Um, yeah, so it's definitely worth it. Let me see. So check their stuff out. It's mpc-samples.com. They did not pay me. I bought everything that you see on here. I've bought my own stuff. One of the cool things that I should mess with is a new Keygroup. I'm gonna go pick this. Is the one, this is free. It's called the Reaper. It's an upright bass, so we're gonna load it. I think there's like 3 samples, 3 layers in here. It might be 4 layers, but it's at least 3 for sure. I think it's 4 each note or something like that. Either way, it's an upright bass for free. Why not? They also make a bass guitar. I think it's like if I remember right, they make one that has like the different jazz and the P bass, 60s and 70s P bass sounds in there. That one's worth having too, to me, because one of the things that you don't get on the MPC, even the other ones, that the bass sounds just don't sound real to me. Now this is the free one. So it doesn't sound too bad. Let's do one more key group. I want to show you one more before I end this video. Here's all the different drums, like the downbeat drum. They have an orchestral one too, with different sounds. That's really good. Let's look at that one. So you got like and they have sample sounds like before you get there. So let's load out the piccolo. So this is cheaper than going with Keygroup Instruments, which I still think Keygroup is the best because it's modeled and it's, it doesn't take a lot of CPU. You could just sample yourself playing in. But these I've had for a long time, and every time they update them, for the most part, unless they give a new version, like a brand new version, you get the updates for free with it. So they're not charging for the updates. And if they make a new one and you have the older one, they'll give you a upgrade discount. It's usually like 30-40%, something like that. So I think it's worth it. I'm gonna get rid of this bass one. Here's the acoustic play, or I did a little quick drum kit with a little swing. That's me using that. So if we go back, I'm gonna go back and grab, they do have organs, like the Hammond B3. I'll load that one real quick. I'm not an organ player, but you get the drift that you can use organs. I'm gonna delete that track. I'm gonna do one more for you, just so you can see. Let's go to, should we do the bass? So here's the bass. You can see you get different bass sounds. There's a jazz bass. Let's just use that. We'll load that basic clean jazz bass. So it's not the greatest bass. It's not expensive either to get it. But it can definitely sound pretty good, and it's better than just using a one shot for sure. It lacks in some ways when I think about it. But for a simple bass line, it's not too bad. I keep saying one more, but I'll seriously do one more for you. Let's see. Only thing I feel like I haven't done is the piano suite. Now, I don't have the new piano suite. I'll play some of these samples. It'll be easier for you. So they've added in all the effects you need. I want to show you that real quick. I will load that one up. You saw how fast that was too, because normally it used to be way long. This one doesn't have. So this one doesn't have any effects. I wanted to show you one with the effects on it too. So let's delete this one. And here we go doing another one, but I think the jazz one does have effects on it. There you go. So you see how they put the reverb? Oops, I'm messing up. But you get the point. You got all your effects on there, the built-in effects. They've got it on there so you know, so that it'll pull it up. You can always take those off if you don't like them. And you got presets, and everything sounds like natural to me, like a real piano. Doesn't sound, because it's just sampled from a real piano. Let's see how many layers. This one has 4 layers. The newer version of it has 8 layers, if not 12. It might be 12 because there's 8 in here that you can have, but I think the newer version, they stack some layers too to make it even stronger. So, no, it says 8. I take that back. It says 8 velocity layers. I'm looking at it right in front of my face. But yeah, it is 8 velocity layers. You'll get very similar pianos. The only one... that I think some of them have 4 layers and some of them have 8, even though they say 8. Now, mind you, the Piano Suite 2 is only $30 if you don't. Wait, is it $30? I think it's 30 for me. I'm trying to make sure it's not 30 for you. No, it's like 20 for me because I have the other one. But it's like 30 for you to buy into. So you don't have to buy the old version. Just get the newer version for $30. And to me, they just have more life. I feel like character to them. I say life when I mean character, but I mean the same thing. So anywho, I just wanted to share that with you. mpc-samples.com, and no, they didn't pay me, but I do like their stuff. And especially if you want live sound and drums, so far they are, in my opinion, the best for that. Let me go. I'm trying to get back to the drums and I keep passing it up. Especially that Pro kit. Now you can load the other kits too, like the 60s and 70s kits. They sound pretty good. Inside each kit, just so you can see this, because I want to show you. let's do another key group. So we'll go back in the key group. Let's do the 60s one. You'll see tripped, tough, reverse, jungle, jazz, ambient. So they put some effects on it for you. The live version is I'm gonna load the ambient ones. Of course, these take a little bit longer to load, but I think they're working on, I know the latest set, which is like a 1977 set, those are set up where they load quick. So I don't know if they're gonna revamp these older ones. It would be nice to see them do that. Give us an update with this new sample chain thing idea they came up with, so that you get the rapid loading on stuff faster. Because right now you have to wait. And one of the things the MPC does that does irritate me a little bit is they keep all those, instead of putting all those samples in a package together, which is why they created the sample chain thing. They put all these samples in. You got to keep them. You got to go through a buttload of samples just to look to get all this on here. And you can see how I'm talking to you and it's still processing. It's about halfway done loading, I believe, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's, nope, still halfway. So you can see it takes a little long to load these samples. There are layers and layers of them, though. I think 8. There might be 4. There's either 4 or 8 on these too, but it takes a little while to load them. I think there's 4 layers on them. So that takes a little while, but when you hear them, you like, okay, that sounds good, right? And you don't have to go out and try to find samples to bring them in and make your own. It takes forever to make stuff like this where you got this many layers of samples. So now it's loaded. This is 60. This is the ambient version. All it is a delay of some sort and a phaser. So if you don't like, let's say you don't like this phaser, that's a clap. Little tambourine. And every time you hit it, how soft you hit it changes how it feels. So, layers, 4 layers. They've already set it up where it cuts the choke groups. So pretty good. I think these are great. Depending on what you're trying to do. If you want that real live drumming sound though, I think these are really, they're there. Pianos sound good. Can't beat it. MPC-samples.com. Really good quality sounds in my opinion. And if you can't have like a keyscape and all those type of things, but you want those nice pianos that have character, that's the way to go. The stuff inside the MPC is okay, like the plugins and stuff, but you know, it is what it is. So just check it out and pick for yourself whether you like it or not.